I want to zero in on a part of the Tucker Carlson interview of Trump on Fox News and discuss just this general subject, something that Trump says a lot. And we saw it in this interview. And then I'm going to show you a Republican Accountability Project video that was put together that addresses this thing that was said in this interview. Again, that Trump repeats a lot. And I want to speculate as to why this is on Trump's mind all the time. You'll get what I'm saying with all of this in just a second. For our full show and podcast, full show viewers and podcast listeners, this is going to be a repeat, this little clip, but then we'll get to the new stuff with the Republican Accountability Project video. But first, let's start with this, and then we'll have that discussion.
But people ask me, how smart is she? I said, top of the line. You never met anybody smarter. How smart is Kim Jong-un? Top of the line. You know, people say, oh, this and that. Really smart. You know, when you come out and as a young man at 24, 23, even though he sort of inherits it, most people, when they inherit, they lose it. And that's easy stuff. He took over a country of very smart people, very, very energetic people, very tough people, at a very young age, and he has total dominant control. That's not easy. These are very smart. Putin, very smart. Now he's had...
Okay, so you get the point. And before I show you the Republican Accountability Project video, let me say, I'm about to walk through and explain why I think it's his knee-jerk reaction to constantly call these types of leaders smart. I also recognize, I get it, in case you're going to make this criticism of, oh, this is just, you know, a lib, sensitive snowflake response to Trump doing some nuanced analysis of world leaders and their intelligence. I do recognize you can analyze someone who's horrible and also see them as intelligent. I get that. Tucker Carlson, for example, I think he's horrible. I think he's really dishonest, all of that. And I'm not thinking he's a dumb person. I think he's a smart person who decides to use that intelligence to do bad things. And so I get that that is a thing that is done. With Trump, it's not the same. It's different. With him, he can't help himself. He has to call anytime Putin comes up, it seems. Oh, he's either I had a great relationship or he's really smart. And it's more than just getting caught up on one little thing that was said here and there. It's a pattern, and I'll show you this video, and then we'll discuss further. Take a look.
I knew Putin very well. Got a lot of great charm and a lot of pride. Putin declares a big portion of the Ukraine as independent. And I said, this is genius. And he's going to go in and be a peacekeeper. There were more army tanks than I've ever seen. They're going to keep peace all right. You got to say that's pretty savvy. I knew that he always wanted Ukraine. I used to talk to him about it.
I mean, what he's done for Russia is really amazing, and he's done it by outsmarting our country at every single step.
The day after the Olympics, he starts with Ukraine. The day after. How smart? How smart? How smart?
So, why? Why is it that Trump is constantly, the first word that comes to mind, smart, 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 smart? It's not that you can't talk about, for example, is President Xi an intelligent person? Likely, yes. But is that the thing that comes into your mind, not when you're asked to give analysis about different intelligence levels of different leaders, but whenever you just are in any conversation, for the most part, it seems this is the common thing Trump goes back to. And the reason is because in President Xi, in Kim Jong-un, in President Putin, he sees what he wishes that he could be. That's just the reality. It really is. Because he doesn't say that when other world leaders come up, right? Find me a clip of just some random, European prime minister or something, and Trump just can't stop talking about how smart they are. It's done when authoritarian leaders come up. And that is because, as Trump has said at a rally, President Xi, he's president for life. We should try that here, Trump has said. He wishes he could have that type of control. What did he say about Kim Jong-un? About what made him smart? his ability to have, quote, dominant control over the population of North Korea. As if he has found a way to be, it almost seemed he was complimentary of the leadership style, his ability to, become a powerful leader over the people of North Korea. When we understand the leadership of Kim Jong-un has been disastrous for the citizens of North Korea. They are suffering because of the horrible government and leader, Kim Jong-un. And so for Trump, that's not what he's analyzing, though. It's not looking at the people of Russia or thinking about rights and values and if they're protected in different countries, or thinking of people in China or anything like that. It's, does the leader have the amount of power, the type of power that Trump wishes that he could have? That's what's playing out. So to him, he thinks, wow, I don't know how I tried and I failed in 2020 to overturn an election to subvert the will of the people. I don't know yet how to become that. So they must be so smart if they've been able to figure out how to not have to worry about elections, not have to worry about democracy and answering to people. They just get to be all powerful. And that is so interesting and so intriguing to Trump. And that's why, yes, there were things the Trump administration did that weren't in the favor of Russia. But when Trump was interacting with Putin, when Trump talks about Putin, in so many situations in which Putin and Trump have been in the political conversation, Trump has this fawning attitude, fawning energy toward Putin and others. And it's because he's jelly. He's jelly of them. And that is disturbing. And yet another reason, one of the reasons we talk about a lot, that he should never be president again.